Dynamic meditation. I think the most important thing is to know why one meditates. This is what gives the quality of the meditation and makes it of one order or another. You may meditate to open yourself to the divine force. You may meditate to reject the ordinary consciousness. You may meditate to enter the depths of your being. You may meditate to learn how to give yourself integrally. You may meditate for all kinds of things. You may meditate to enter into peace and calm and silence. This is what people generally do, but without much success. But you may also meditate to receive the force of transformation, to discover the points to be transformed, to trace out the line of progress. And then you may also meditate for very practical reasons. When you have a difficulty to clear up, a solution to find, when you want help in some action or other, you may meditate for that too. I think everyone has his own mode of meditation. But if one wants the meditation to be dynamic, one must have an aspiration for progress, and the meditation must be done to help and fulfill this aspiration for progress. Then it becomes dynamic. Meditation and progress. The number of hours spent in meditation is no proof of spiritual progress. It is a proof of your progress when you no longer have to make an effort to meditate. Then you have rather to make an effort to stop meditating. It becomes difficult to stop meditation, difficult to stop thinking of the divine, difficult to come down to the ordinary consciousness. Then you are sure of progress. Then you have made real progress when concentration in the divine is a necessity of your life, when you cannot do without it, when it continues naturally from morning to night, whatever you may be engaged in doing. Whether you sit down to meditation or go about and do things and work, what is required of you is consciousness. That is the one need to be constantly conscious of the divine. But is not sitting down to meditation an indispensable discipline? And does it not give a more intense and concentrated union with the divine? That may be, but a discipline in itself is not what we are seeking. What we are seeking is to be concentrated on the divine in all that we do at all times, in all our acts, and in every moment. There are some here who have been told to meditate, but also there are others who have not been asked to do any meditation at all. But it must not be thought that they are not progressing. They too follow a discipline, but it is of another nature. To work, to act with devotion, and an inner consecration is also a spiritual discipline. The final aim is to be in constant union with the divine, not only in meditation, but in all circumstances and in all the active life. Meditate under all circumstances. You may be engaged in the most active action, for example, in playing basketball, which needs a great deal of movement, and yet not lose the attitude of inner meditation and concentration upon the divine. And when you get that, you will see that all you do changes its quality. Not only will you do it better, but you will do it with an altogether unexpected strength, and at the same time keep your consciousness so high and so pure that nothing will be able to touch you any longer. And note that this can go so far that even if an accident occurs, it will not hurt you. Naturally, this is a peak, but it is the peak to which one can aspire. Do not fall into the very common error of believing that you must sit in an absolutely quiet corner where nobody passes by, where you are in a classical position and altogether immobile. In order to be able to meditate, it is not true. What is needed is to succeed in meditating under all circumstances. And I call meditating not emptying your head, but concentrating yourself in a contemplation of the divine. And if you keep this contemplation within you, all that you do will change its quality, not its appearance. For apparently, it will be the same thing, but its quality. And life will change its quality, and you will feel a little different from what you were, with a peace, a certitude, an inner calm, an unchanging force, something which never gives way.